Vanaka and welcome to Fiji Village Play. I'm your host, Alipate Narawa, and with me, my co-host, Tifa Vataiki, FM96 craftist, as well as sports commentator. Coming up on the show this evening, we've got a lot of great stuff for you. We've got the latest from the FIFA World Cup. We've also got, we'll be talking to an athlete that is going to the Glasgow Commonwealth Games in another 2 weeks' time, and checking them as how their preparations. Also, with the namings of a couple of teams with the Nations Championship coming up very shortly, we'll be taking a look at the Wallabies as well as the All Blacks lineup. A lot of controversy around the All Blacks when they named their 34-member team. But straight back into it, a FIFA World Cup. What's everyone talking about right now, Tifa?
I think, all the little stories from here and there. Cabo Verde or Cape Verde.
Cape Verde or Cabo Verde?
Yeah, Cabo Verde. They're still in the hunt into eliminations. So from these pool stages, they go into a 32 round, like round of 32, then into the round of 16. So they've drawn in all of their matches, and all they need to do is beat Saudi Arabia, and they're into their first eliminations ever. That'll promise them a certain amount of money, but that's one of the stories, one of the highlights there for me personally. I love it. A real David and Goliath kind of vibe.
One thing that's gotten my attention is the amount of people that have been attending. Record crowds have already been broken across the three countries, in the US, in Canada, as well as in Mexico. And the thing that, when it comes to record crowds, it just shows that something like this is able to be hosted across three countries. And something that will be happening like that as well coming up later on this year is it the Rugby League World Cup that will be hosted across New Zealand, Australia, as well as PNG. Hopefully they will be able to replicate that success. But taking a look at things, Germany, among the most dominant teams after that 7-1 thrashing of Curacao. France and Argentina started with perfect records and have already secured their places into qualification. Colombia, dark horse, won both matches and sit ahead of Portugal. What was this you were saying about Portugal?
All right. So basically what the experts have said, and especially in this bracket, if Portugal manages to top their pool, because Argentina is already up there, they've already topped their pool, then they win into the next round and the round of 16. It could be the first time we see Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi meet up in a quarterfinal, a FIFA World Cup quarterfinal. It's going to be absolutely amazing.
Could it be the first time they're playing against each other, or is it the first quarterfinal?
Quarterfinal. First time for everything, right? I think this is the first time they'll ever meet internationally. I'm not too sure about they've met each other at club level, Real and Barcelona, all that whole hype. But it's different when it's on an international level.
But just looking at Lionel Messi, how many goals has he scored so far?
I didn't think he would come in as one of the top goal scorers, especially in this World Cup.
Well, let me just put it back. He's scored 5 goals so far. And Cristiano Ronaldo is like, you know what? I got you, guy. You got to get a few goals in as well. He scored 2 so far. A lot of people have been talking about this too here, how Messi is coming to the end of his international career as in terms of going to the World Cup, while Ronaldo could still go for one more. But here's the thing. There's also a name that's been thrown into the hat that could still go for another 2 World Cups. And that is Kylian Mbappe of France. Yeah. And they're saying that he is the one that will break the record currently set by Messi with a number of World Cup goals.
True.
He's currently on what, 17 or 18?
Yep. He's on one of those 2.
Yeah, 17 or 18. And it'll definitely be interesting to see where things go from here. But Egypt ahead in Group G, ahead of Belgium and Iran. Cabo Verde still in the hunt for that qualification.
Let's go!
And for a small nation, these guys have got it, man. 5 nations have already been knocked out.
Yep.
That's Haiti, Turkey, Tunisia, and also Jordan, Panama.
Yep. I think it was heartbreaking stuff watching all these teams, like knowing that they were being knocked out. The Turkish team were in shambles. But thus is the nature of a World Cup. You win some,
the amount of years you train,
true.
Not pretty much all your life you've been training just for that moment to get into the FIFA World Cup. You finally make it, and then you don't make it past the pool stages, it
Yeah.
must be.
But it's an incredible feat on its own just to reach the World Cup. So, hats off to all those supporters.
What are you seeing? Where is this going?
No, it's not going anywhere.
Stop throwing shade.
One day, Mafatu, we will reach the World Cup. And when we reach
I
there,
knew this was going
we
that
will
way.
drink grog from end to end. Whatever nation you host.
I think you can
Okay.
speak for yourself there.
I think I'll still be alive when that happens.
No, the reason I'm saying this is because unlike the Rugby World Cup, which is shorter, the soccer one,
A month is a bit of a stretch.
yeah, it's a bit of a stretch. And there's too many games.
True, so.
Okay, so the complete round of 32 bracket, the first in World Cup history under the expanded format, the knockout stages begin over this weekend. So come Monday, we'll know who is in and who is out. Coming up after this, I've got an interview with Jasmine Ndona Kamakama, one of the athletes going to the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow.
Bulbanak and welcome back to Fiji Village Play. I'm Alipate Narawa and I have got with me one of the athletes that will be heading to the Glasgow Commonwealth Games 2026. Bulbanak, could you please introduce yourself?
Vinaka. My name is Jasmine Ndona Kamakama. I will be competing in the Commonwealth Games under the boxing sport as a 57 kg.
Just tell us a bit, how did you get into boxing?
So I started boxing as a form of family bonding. My family is quite involved in combat sports. So over the years, I've learned that I've matured as a boxer and I've genuinely loved the sport as it is for just self-growth. It's a lot of self-growth.
Has boxing allowed you to travel, to do things that you weren't able to do without it?
Yes. I've been able to travel so many places, from Thailand to US, UK. It's opened so many opportunities, not only overseas, but also just connecting with the community here in Fiji and over boxing. Just teaching them the basics. Yeah.
What does a typical day look for you when it comes to training and preparing for the Commonwealth Games?
Yeah, so I'm currently juggling a business, Bati Boxing, as well as training. So usually I wake up at 5. Either I have a client to train or that slot would be covered with my strength training or a job, just some road work. And in the afternoon then I have national training with Coach Kat.
So this trip is this your first time representing Fiji, or have you represented Fiji a couple of times before?
I have, yes, this is not my first time. My first international trip was for the Youth and Juniors Championships in Samoa. I was 16, 17, around that time. Yeah, so I managed to get gold. I lost against Samoa. So this is probably my first multi-sport competition.
Multi-sport. So when it comes to how do I say this? What does the female boxing scene in Fiji look like when it comes to females boxing? Because usually it's more concentrated on the men.
Yeah.
What's the female boxing scene looking like?
At the moment, it's quite scarce. For someone who's been competing for 6 years now, I've only managed to get 20 fights, whereas girls overseas have gotten over 100 fights in that span of 6 years. But it is slowly growing. We are definitely developing our young athletes, our young boxers. So we are looking very strong for future comps. Yeah.
When it comes to encouraging the next generation, a young girl that might be watching, saying, I want to do that someday, what is your advice to them if you want to take up boxing?
Yes. I encourage you to follow that spark. Don't ever doubt it. Just give it a go. You never know until you've actually tried it. And boxing is a beautiful sport. It's not only a confidence booster, but it's also a life skill. You learn so much about yourself, so much body awareness is required in a sport like boxing. And it's always good to know that you can protect yourself if under dangerous under dangerous circumstances. So yeah, give it a go.
What's the support from family like?
Oh, it's been great. My parents are so supportive. They've since day one, yeah. From friends and family, they've been, yeah, such a loving support, yeah. And I do hope that one day I'll be able to give that support to not just to the boxers, but to a community of girls. So we're looking forward to this.
Would you think of maybe setting up a boxing thing just for girls?
Yes, if I consider it. I don't think so. I think men and women can be in the same space, such as boxing, but I would definitely advocate more women to join boxing. It's a good sport. Also, it teaches a lesson between male and female to socialize with each other and see each other, respect each other with equality. I've noticed that in the boxing gym, the guys there, they treat me with respect. They see me as a boxer and not as a female. So yeah, I wouldn't necessarily isolate the women. I think it's a community thing. Yeah.
Thank you so much for talking to us. Wish you all the best at the Commonwealth Games.
Naka, thank you so much.
Coming up after this, we'll be talking with more athletes that will be going to the Commonwealth Games 2026 in Glasgow.
Every day, thousands of Fijians turn to one place to know what is happening, for the stories that matter, for the moments that bring us together, for the news you trust. Recognized by BBC Media Action Research as one of Fiji's most trusted news sources, that place is Fijivillage. And because Fiji keeps moving, so do we. We've listened to how you read, watch and listen, what you love, what you want more of, and what could simply be easier. And now the wait is over. The new Fijivillage website is now live. Built with you in mind, made smarter, made faster, made for the way you connect with us every day. No more searching for your favorite videos. Watch Now brings everything together in one place, ready when you are. Missed your favorite radio show? Head to Listen, your home for live radio, podcasts and audio content whenever it suits you. Sports fans can now get live scores faster with our new scoreboard feature. Need a story explained? Ask AI is there to help as well. And reading late into the night? Switch on dark mode and scroll in comfort. The same trusted news now with a smarter, easier experience built for you. Fijivillage, your trusted news provider.
Bula Fijivillages, we've had a bit of a glow up and we know some of you are probably wondering, hey wait, where did the videos go? Don't worry, we didn't hide them. The video section has a brand new name and it's now called Watch. That means all your favorite videos and shows are now in one place and easier to find. Want your Fijivillage Straight Talk with VG and Orion? It's there. Looking for Trending Amo Vengu? It's there too. Latest videos? Yep, all there. Don't miss the Watch section on Fijivillage, your trusted news provider for the latest videos, stories, and shows all in one place. Go and have a look and tell us what you're watching first.
Buluvanak and welcome back to Fijivillage Play. I'm your host, Alipate Narawa. With me is Tifa Vataiki, sports commentator, as well as FM96 Crack for Show host. Now, we've already spoken about the FIFA World Cup. We've had an interview with one of the athletes going to the Commonwealth Games. It's now down to what's coming up next week. When I say what's coming up next week, I'm talking about Nations Championship. Pride on the line as it comes down to pretty much North versus South. There's squads that have been named. A lot of controversy is up in the air. And why there's only 2 Fijians in the Wallabies squad. Let's kiss. Are you really going to do this? Your first time taking the team and you've only got... Where's Seru Uru? We've got Rob Valetini and Filippo Ndongunu. Man, this guy's story is amazing. That he only played soccer in Fiji,
Right.
but goes over there and now he's like the soon-to-be main Falasara that will be playing center for the Wallabies. Like,
I mean, he's had an amazing journey, but I think sometimes we don't see the background. You know, he's got Selusine Tenge as an uncle, and you know, he was one of the best to ever play the game. So I think that he's just naturally gifted as an athlete. And when we saw him play in,
I don't like him. Let me just put it out there.
You don't like?
I don't like Dongunu. The way he treated the Crusaders, he was just busting through and
Yeah.
taking people out left, right, and center.
He's just aged like fine wine,
worse,
bro.
even worse when he's coming off the bench.
I think that's going to be an advantage for the Wallabies. You know, they haven't seen a robust center. You know, they've had the likes of Samu Kerevi going in and out over the years.
Yes.
And, you know, he was one of those units that you could trust. If he's going to hold the ball in the middle of the park,
Oh, you
it's
know,
over in the
he's
Land
getting
Rover.
through. He's getting through. But a lot of controversy has come up online and all over social media when it comes to the naming of the All Blacks. Dave Rennie has named his first squad as they prepare to take on France. And boy, it's not about who's in the team. Most of it's about who's not in the team. Talking about in the forwards especially. So just taking a look at some of there's about 4 uncapped players that have been picked. So you've got Anton Segner. You've also got Josh Moby. The Hurricanes wing,
Fine.
yeah, Finney Nganofo and Josh Moby, who are tied with 17 tries, which is the highest number of tries in a Super Rugby season. And even, I think, Xavier Numia as well. He's made it. But the controversy is surrounding the loose forwards. And that the co-captain of the Hurricanes,
Kerefi. Duplessis Kerefi is, you know what? Okay, I don't think that we're wording it right in this sense, especially when we talk about who's getting named and who's not getting named. I think the what Rennie has seen between his players is something to do off field. What he's not doing when he's on the ball. Like we see, you know, Duplessis doing the work hard out when he's on the ball, hard runs. You know,
Yeah.
we want to see that on the. But what is he doing defensively? Is he always in position? Is he going to be running his lines? Is he reading how the defense is going or how the attack is going to go?
No, the reason I'm bringing this up is it's not just the Kiwis that are up in arms and like, that was a co-captain that took our team from nothing to something.
Right.
Let's just say the South Africans as well are pretty pissed. I'm talking about one of the All Black, not All Blacks. I'm talking about Springbok legends. He is going, why has Rennie not picked Kirifi? He's one of the most impressive forwards throughout the season.
Right.
He's been consistent with his game, getting gain line, going past it, and just being an absolute menace even at the breakdown. So he's asking, why is he not there? The question that I'm asking is, I'm like, okay, said Kirifi should have been there, but why isn't Big Jim Tavanaway in there?
Wow, okay. You know, and this, I'll take you back to
Got it.
his opening interview when he was named as All Black coach. He says he has no ties to anyone, no emotional ties. He's had a team in mind. You know, like he sees his vision.
Yes.
And unfortunately, you know, with Kerefi and Big Jim, hats off to them. They had a spectacular season this year. And it's just not what he's looking for. If you can see, he's chosen speed over, you know, the big units who can just jackal the ball in the middle.
Yes,
you know?
I see what you're getting at.
And I don't know. We can't really see the results until they go on the field.
My question is, who he's picked as his captain doesn't have a Super Rugby team.
Anymore.
No, like
At all.
He's not contracted to any Super Rugby team because the team that he was part of, unfortunately, next year Moana Pacifica would not be coming back after New Zealand Rugby said after meeting with all those that wanted to take it forward. Unfortunately, they did not meet the criteria. So come next year, the Super Rugby Pacific will be down to 10 teams. So before we move on with the selections, what team is Adi Savia going to go into? My friends who support the Blues, they said he's a walk-in. All he has to do is put his hand up.
Yeah.
The Blues will take him with open arms.
I think he's gonna go back to Wellington. You know,
Eh?
he's a Welly boy and through and through. And
Yeah, but then in Wellington, you've got Krifi, you've got Lakai, and those two have proved themselves in that position.
hey man, you know what? With the way the Super Rugby market goes, we might even see him in a red jersey. But I don't know if he is hot in that red jersey though.
Black and red?
Black,
Did
and
you say
red.
black and red?
Black and red, you know.
Can he come to the Ndrua, please?
Oh, that would be a...
Please.
With the way the Drua signings are going, I think we
Speaking
have some
about
spots.
Ndrua signings, the Ndrua just this week have announced that we have signed the man, the myth,
And the legend.
He's played over 79 games around Super Rugby. He's played for the Waratahs, the Rebels, the Reds this season, and even the Crusaders. Although he just got 2 run-ons for the Crusaders, but
And a
he
try.
donned the jersey and a try.
Yeah, and a try. Don't forget that try.
Yeah. So back at I'm not saying back. I mean finally with the Drua.
Mr. Ben Vola Vola. Ben,
Yeah.
they don't build him like don't build him like that anymore. Oh my gosh, I'm just tongue-tied there a bit. I don't know, man. I feel like this is a legendary. This is a good pick. This is a good signing.
Yeah, see, like we had spoken with the Drua earlier, and they were saying like what they'll be doing going forward is bringing in this older players now to come back, not just to take up space, but the reason that they're being brought back is to mentor the younger players. Now, we've had gang like Penny Ravai come in, Mataele come in, we've got Temo. The way that they've worked with the younger players, building their confidence, because they come from overseas competitions, bigger competitions. And I think that's the way that they're going with this. But yeah, man, because at the moment, we've only got Isaiah at 10
And Kemu Valitini.
and Kemu
Let's
Valitini.
not forget Big Faithful.
Yes, Mr. Ice in his veins when it comes to kicking that
Last minute
conversion. But the thing is, we've only got those two. We don't have another one.
Well-
Because Rambitu is at fullback and he is also coming into center if needed. We've got Vakatawa there who's mentoring our centers. And he will be playing again this weekend. All right, but yeah, that brings us to the end and definitely looking forward to, as I said earlier, the Barbarians will be taking on Wales. Whack them.
Butter them up.
Butter them up so can serve them to a plate for the Fiji Flying Fijians the following week when we take them on in our first game for the Nations Championship. I'm thinking these are all Fiji home games.
Yep. All Fiji home games overseas. So, you know, it's definitely going to be, we're going to make it feel like home. You know, the make practices that you've seen on social
Yes,
media.
yes. Forget the make practices.
Hey.
I know that's happening. It's all about the Vano and all, but we're actually getting paid. We're going to get some money because we need to build a new stadium.
Oh my days. Okay, that's a story for another day.
Yeah, because like then we can actually host games here.
True.
Because one of the criteria was 25,000 seat stadium.
Okay. We haven't reached that yet. Just
That's
yet.
the one that will be built in Lotoka. Between Lotoka and Nandi, somewhere there. But all the best to those that will be playing this weekend. Mothers.